It's Week 5 of the NFL.
And our focus is on this team's versatile linebacker. He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. Buckle up. There's football coming your way.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Watson now to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun, here's Watson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Jones on the return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. When you look at this defense,
they played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Newton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This is caught, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Now a hit and a loose football. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Straight ahead, ETN.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week.
20 carries, 126 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and touchdown. T. Higgins. 52 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that was just 4 verticals. They were going for a big play, and it resulted in a big play.
And you know why that's so difficult to cover? Because you can throw the ball to any one of those 4 vertical receivers at any point in the pattern. Wherever they're open, just get them the ball and then let them run after it.
And he runs it all the way in for a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now Newton. Dancing to his left.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. They'll try the air now with Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Watson going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
Now Watson.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Etienne up the middle.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You look at this defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. To throw is Watson.
Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again.
So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Watson.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Newton to throw.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Off play action. Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
To the air again, Newton. Steps away, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is now 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Ball on at 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw, Watson. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown!
Mike Williams.
43 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. Now it's Newton. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Give to Bigsby on the option. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to throw, Newton. This is caught. The tight end, Cameron. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Looking to throw. Watson. Here's Higgins out of the right side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And
Incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Watson looks to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to take the lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
From the gun, Bigsby.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now Newton. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in the victory. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They fake the give. Newton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here's Newton. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And shutting him off, now open field. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. To throw is Newton. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. George Kittle, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Quickly able to add the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand
Still second
why
down.
offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Screenplay. Here's ETN.
Missed.
This will not go down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. ETN once more. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now it's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. In trouble, and he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 15-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Newton. And it's caught by the tight end camera. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fights loose. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback Deshaun Watson set to take over once more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the option, here's ETN. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. This pass complete to Higgins. And a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Watson now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. As his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. This is caught. The tight end Cameron. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Newton. And fights him off. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Newton. Connects with Kittle underneath. Pushes past him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Here's a give to Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Watson. And this one incomplete.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Flushed out right. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Watson. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Newton. Looking middle, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 10-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now it's Watson. And that's caught by Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Watson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now a pause for an injury, and that's the quarterback, Deshaun Watson, who's shaken up a bit. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The return is Jones. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And Cameron has it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Newton.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's Bigsby.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Bigsby once more.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.